Hello learners, welcome back to the channel Economics at Ease. I'm the educator and in the previous videos we have discussed about the supply, its schedule, curve, okay, and function and so on, determinants of money supply. So many things we have already discussed. Now today the most important thing we are going to discuss is the law of supply, right? So law of supply like law of demand. Law of demand में क्या था? We just recall it. मैं बार बार क्यों कंपेयर कर रही हूँ just because of this if you are going to learn one thing just the opposite is the law of supply. Okay, if you are very good in demand then demand का just opposite आपका supply में होता है. Curves and something so many things like that. Okay, काफी चीजें इसमें आपको जब आप डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं तो ज्यादा आपको समझ में रहता है, आता भी है और याद भी रहता है अच्छे से. ओके, एंड लॉ ऑफ सप्लाई इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, टॉपिक. सो लॉ ऑफ सप्लाई इज हियर. दैट इज economists have studied the behavior of sellers just as they have studied the behavior of buyers. Still now they are just also getting the same topic what we were discussing about the sellers and buyers. The buyers किसके हैं demand point of view से है और sellers आपके supply point of view से. Okay, so law of supply states the direct relationship. वहां पे क्या था डिमांड में इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप था, यहाँ पे क्या है डायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप. एज द प्राइस इंक्रीजेस सप्लाई इंक्रीजेस. और प्रीवियसली आपका डिमांड में क्या था कि जैसे ही प्राइस कम होता था वैसे ही आपकी क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड बढ़ जाती थी. दैट इज द इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप. इसे इनडायरेक्ट नहीं कहते हैं, इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप. ओके, सो सप्लाई में हमेशा डायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप होगी. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट देयर इज एन अपवर्ड मूविंग सप्लाई कर्व. ओके, बिटवीन प्राइस एंड क्वांटिटी सप्लाइड कीपिंग अदर फैक्टर्स कांस्टेंट. अब अदर फैक्टर्स जो हम डिसाइड कर चुके हैं अदर देन द प्राइस, टेक्नोलॉजी, प्रॉफिट मोटिव. ओके, एंड यू कैन से द फ्यूचर एक्सपेक्टेशंस, नंबर ऑफ फर्म्स और भी जितने आपके थे, स्टेट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, गोल्स ऑफ द फर्म, प्राइस ऑफ द अदर फैक्टर्स जो टैक्सेशन पॉलिसीज है, ऑल दीज आर द अदर फैक्टर्स. ओके, इनको कांस्टेंट रखते हैं. राइट, नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस हियर. We know that price is the dominant factor in determining the supply of a commodity. As the price of the commodity increases, there is more supply of that commodity in the market and vice versa. Why? Because the main motive of the producers or the sellers or manufacturers is to earn the profit. Okay, उनका main motive ही यही है. Very sorry. This behavior of producers studied under the law of supply. So the behavior of the producers and manufacturers or sellers is studied under law of supply. That is, as the price increases, the quantity supplied also increases, and this is the direct. This shows a direct relationship between the price and quantity supplied. Right? Assumptions of the law of supply. While stating the law of supply, the phrase "keeping other factors constant," keeping other factors constant or ceteris paribus are used. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? That is, the following assumptions have to be followed. Price of the goods is constant. The goods is constant. Price of the other goods is constant. There is no change in the state of technology. Price of the factors of production remains the same. There is no change in the taxation policy. Goal of the producers remain the same. In short, what we can say, price of the commodity. Okay, प्राइस ऑफ द गिवन कमोडिटी को छोड़ के जितने भी आपके बाकी assumptions होते हैं, जितने भी आपके डिटर्मिनेंट्स होते हैं, उन सब में देयर विल बी नो चेंज. ओके, सो दिस लॉ assumptions आपके आराम से आपको याद हो जाएंगे. नाउ विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस tabular form schedule we can easily just understand the law of supply. देखो जैसे ही प्राइस इंक्रीज कर रहा है, as the price increases, price 1 2 3 4 5 6, okay, the quantity is also increasing. You can easily see 0 से 10 हुआ, then 20, then 30, then 40 and 50. So what you can say that as the price increases, at the price of 1 the quantity was demand 0, then at price as the price increases to 2 the quantity demanded increases to 10. Similarly 3, then 24 and then 30. So it means both the price and the quantity are going in one direction. Okay, so what we will say here, that is, as the price increases the quantity also increases. This shows a direct relationship between the price and the quantity supplied. And when we are going to put this thing on the graph, okay, so we will get this kind of a curve, that is the upward sloping curve. Demand की आपको याद होगी downward sloping curve ऐसी थी because of the inverse relationship, right? Now clearly shows that more and more units of commodity are being offered for sale as the price of the commodity increases. Okay. Now the supply curve हम क्या करते हैं, SS curve भी कहते हैं. SS slopes upward from left to right, indicating a direct relationship between price and quantity supplied. So it must be kept in mind. Okay, that is, there is a positive relationship, direct relationship, or you can say the supply curve slopes upward. Okay. Now, important points about law of supply. It states the positive relationship between price and quantity supplied, assuming no changes in other factors we have already discussed in the assumptions. Okay, what are the other factors? It is a qualitative statement as it indicates a direct of change in the quantity supplied but does not indicate the magnitude of change. Okay, then it does not establish any proportional relationship between the change in price and the resultant change in the quantity supplied. Then law is one-sided as it explains only the effect of change in price on the supply. If the price changes, then only the effect is on the supply and not on the effects of change in supply on the price. Okay. So these are the important points about the law of supply, but you must know the meaning of law of supply, then this kind of table, then assumptions, then this diagram. Okay. And then reasons of law of supply, very important. Okay. The reasons of law of supply is first, the reason is the profit motive. Okay. The most important thing is that is the profit motive. Is the profit is more, then the supply will be increased. The basic aim of producers while supplying a commodity is to secure maximum profit. So when the price of a commodity increases without any change in cost, it raises the profit. Okay. So as the price increases, the producers increase supply of the commodity in order to get more profit. Okay. Then the second is what? The second reason for the law of supply is change in number of firms. So change in number of firms means what? That is a rise in price of the producer induces the producers to enter into the market to produce the given commodity so as to earn higher profit. So if the price rises, then it will attract more producers and the producers and sellers to be there in that commodity to do the business in that commodity because they will be able to earn more profit. Okay, so when the rise in price, then it attracts the producers, okay, to earn higher profit. Increase in number of firms raises the market supply. So obvious सी बात है जब प्रोड्यूसर्स ज्यादा हो जाएंगे तो उस प्रोडक्शन में जो सप्लाई होगा उस कमोडिटी का वो भी इंक्रीज कर जाएगा. With the help of that, the market supply will increase. However, as the price starts falling, some firms that do not expect to earn any profits at a low price either stop production or reduce it. It means हो सकता है वो फिर मार्केट में फिर रहना वो चले जाए मार्केट से. ओके, सो विद दैट इफेक्ट क्या होगा, आपका अपने आप सप्लाई जो है यहाँ पे कम होना शुरू हो जाएगा. ओके, देन चेंज इन स्टॉक. व्हेन द प्राइस ऑफ अ गुड इंक्रीजेस द सेलर्स आर रेडी टू सप्लाई मोर गुड्स फ्रॉम देयर स्टॉक्स. ओके, सो एज द प्राइस इंक्रीजेस तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है मेन मोटिव क्या है, टू अर्न द प्रॉफिट ऑफ द ओके द मेन मोटिव ऑफ द प्रोड्यूसर्स टू अर्न द प्रॉफिट. सो व्हाट दे विल डू एज द मोमेंट कम्स, वो वेट करते हैं कि जैसे ही प्राइस हाइक करेगा वहां पे क्या करेंगे, वो सप्लाई को शुरू कर देंगे, सप्लाई को बढ़ा देंगे. जो उनके स्टोर या गोडाउन में आपका कमोडिटीज पड़ी हुई है, स्टोर करके रखा हुआ है, वो फॉरेन वो चीज का सप्लाई उससे बढ़ जाएगा. आपको मार्केट में वो चीजें नजर आने लगेंगी जस्ट बिकॉज नाउ दे आर एबल टू अर्न मोर एंड मोर प्रॉफिट. However, at a relatively lower price, the producers do not release large quantities from their stocks. ये आपको नॉर्मली पता ही है. नो एक्सेप्शंस टू लॉ ऑफ सप्लाई. एक्सेप्शंस का मतलब क्या है, there are some things or some points on which the law of supply does not operate. Okay, जैसे law of आपका डिमांड था वो ऑपरेट नहीं करता था, वैसे ही यहाँ पे है कुछ चीजें ऐसी हैं जहाँ पे ये आपका लॉ ऑफ सप्लाई ऑपरेट नहीं करता, यानी कि प्राइसेस अगर बढ़ भी रहे होंगे तब भी आपकी सप्लाई नहीं बढ़ेगी. Now what are the reasons? There are also various exceptions and it is also important. Future expectation. If sellers expect a fall in price in the future, अगर एक प्रोड्यूसर ने सोच लिया या उसको पता चला किसी भी तरह से that the future prices are going to fall, okay, the price of the commodity in future is going to fall, then the law of supply may not hold true. क्योंकि वो चाहेगा जितना भी उसके पास सामान है जो भी स्टॉक में है वो प्रॉफिट के ही बेसिस पे उसको सेल आउट कर दे, राइट. सो इन दिस सिचुएशन द सेलर विल बी विलिंग टू सेल मोर इवन एट अ लोअर प्राइस. ओके, सो इन दिस टाइम with the help of this example we can easily understand that is the law of supply does not hold here. Okay, then agricultural goods. We know agricultural goods depend on the climatic conditions. Okay, so if due to unforeseen changes in weather the production of agriculture products is low, then their supply cannot be increased even at higher prices. Okay, आप उसको जो है change नहीं कर सकते. Okay, now perishable goods, it means the goods that cannot be stored for a very longer period of time. So even if the prices are high the next day, but the seller has to sell it in the लेट एट नाइट. आपने देखा होगा वेजिटेबल सेलर्स क्या करते हैं, रात में आपको सस्ती सब्जियां बेच देते हैं जस्ट बिकॉज The next day, if the price is even high, then they are not going to get the profit out of it, because it become, you can say, stale, or you can say they are not be means in a condition to be used. Okay, so they are ready to sell more even if the prices are falling. Okay, so they in this case, the sellers cannot hold such goods for long, and we can say that is the law of supply does not hold in these kind of conditions. Now, rare articles, suppose the articles, एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे दिया है कि मोनालिसा पेंटिंग, ओके, कैन नॉट बी इंक्रीज्ड इवन if the precious articles are also outside the scope of law of supply. That is, even if their prices are increased, but we cannot increase their production. Okay. Then backward countries, that is, even if the prices are high, then they cannot be, the law of supply cannot be operated in the backward countries, because the state of technology is not good. They are using the backward technology. Okay. And the production and supply cannot be increased with the rise in price due to shortage of resources. Okay. Now, with this, we come to the end of here the law of supply. In the next video, we are going to discuss movement along the supply curve, change in quantity supplied. And this is also a very important topic of the law of supply, okay, or supply chapter, in which we will going to discuss that how it's affect, then what are the diagrams have to be made, how it can be made, and how it can be understand easily. Okay, we will discuss all that. Okay, so don't miss the next part of this video, and hope you like it, and thank you for watching.